Happy Wednesday, Kipsters. Imagine I have all these pieces of candy. I have 40 pink ones in 4 jars, and I have 30 green ones in 3 jars. I can say 40 plus 30 to figure out how many we have. So if I say 40 plus 30, that's a lot of candies to start counting. But I'm thinking about what we did yesterday, where we said number sentences the say 10 way. So instead of thinking about it as 40 plus 30, I can think about 4 tens plus 3 tens. And then I'm thinking about 4 and 3. What 4 plus 3 is? What's 4 plus 3? It's 7. And then I just add my units, 7 tens. And now if we think about it the regular way, 40 plus 3 equals 7 tens. What's 40 plus 3 then? 40 plus 3 is 70. 7 tens is the same as saying 70. And notice that when we added our number sentence on the screen, we were only looking at our tens place. We were combining our tens together, and we got the answer of 70. Let's look at our next number sentence that says 30 plus 45. How can we solve this? There are many ways that we can solve this problem, but we're first going to work on doing our quick 10 drawings. We have to remember that even though these are two big numbers, we're still able to solve this. So if you look at the first part of the screen, I drew each number the quick 10 way. And remember, when I draw a line like that, that just means that that's a group of 10. So on one side I have 30, and then on the other side I drew 45 with 5 extra ones. So I'm going to start counting with the first group of 10 and keep going all the way until I get to my ones. So count with me. 10, 20, 30, and now we're moving on to the next group of 10s. 40, 50, 60, 70. And now we have no more groups of 10 to count, and now we have our ones, the white circles that you see. So instead of saying, okay, we're at 70, instead of saying 80, now we're counting by one. So we said 70, now we can say 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, and our answer is 75. 30 plus 45 is 75. But another way I could have solved, which is the second part on the screen, is instead of having to draw both numbers with my quick tens, I could have started with a number in my head. And as you see on the screen, I started with the biggest number. I put the bigger number 45 in my head, and because I still needed to add 30 more, I drew the 30 more. So you can see 3 groups of 10, which is the same as 30. So now if 45 was in my head, and I have my 3 groups of 10, because 45 plus 30 is what I'm adding, I can now start counting by tens again. But remember that our ones cannot go away. We still have to say them. So we will start with 45, 55, 65, and 75. So our answer once again is 75. A third way that we can also add all of this together, where we don't necessarily have to draw anything, is we can combine our tens together. So this is a number sentence that we started with. 30 plus 45, that's what we tried to figure out. And now I can combine my tens first. So I'm gonna make that my first step, to combine my tens first. So I know we started with 30, and then if we look at the number 45, we're just gonna add only the tens this time. We're not gonna really think about the ones right now. So I'm gonna add 40. And now I can think, what's 30 plus 40? Remember the problem we just did where we focused on our tens to add quickly. So 3 tens plus 4 tens is 7 tens. 7 tens, or 70. And now I can't forget about my ones that I didn't add yet. So I'm going to take my 70 that I just got, and I'm going to add my ones. And now what's 70 plus 5? It's 75. I got my answer again of 70. Let's try 24 plus 60. I drew each number again the quick 10 way. On one side, you can see I drew 24, and on the other side, I made the number 60 with my quick 10s. But for this one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start putting the 10s together first, the groups of 10. And you can see on the bottom of the screen that I made my number sentence already. So I combined the two 10s that I had, and that's 20, and then my 6 10s that I had, which is 60. So we can see 20 plus 60, and remember I can think of it in the say 10 way. 2 10s plus 6 10s equals 8 10s. And now I can add 8 10s or 80. 80 plus my extra ones that I have, those with circles. 80 plus 4 equals 84. My answer is 84. I could also have Kipsters just counted all my 10s because I drew them out. So if I started with the 2 10s that I see, we're going to say 10, 20. We'll come back to those ones. 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And now we can come back to our ones and say 81, 82, 83, 84. But no matter which way that we solved, we could have even put a number in our head and counted on. Kipster said it's so much easier to count by tens. So remember, even if there are really big numbers in a number sentence, you can draw those numbers out the quick 10 way so that you can count by tens, or using whatever strategy you think is easier for you. See if we can solve numbers 1 and 2. So number 1, I see that we have groups of 10 and 4 ones that are there. So we're going to write our number sentence out. So in the first part, I see that we have, let's count how many we have in the first part. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. We have 54. And now we can add the second part, 10, 20. We have 20 in the second part, or 2 groups of 10. I think hipsters work. We can combine the 10s together. We could either count them out like we see on the screen, or we can write a number sentence. I think we can write our number sentence. So I'm going to take the groups of 10 from the number 54, so I can combine it with the 20. And now I can think about my tens place to add 50 plus 20 quickly. 5 tens plus 2 tens is 7 tens, or 70. And now I still have to add those 4 extra ones that we counted earlier. 7 plus 4 equals, or 70 plus 4 equals 74. Our answer is 74. Now let's do number 2. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to see how many we have in the first part. And let's count. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54. We have 54 again. And now let's count the second part. 10, 20, 30, 40. We have 40 in the second part. And now we can combine our tens again. And this time, we're just going to combine our tens on the screen. So I see that we have our first 10 right there. So let's count for number 2. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. We'll come back to those ones. Let's keep going on the other set of tens. So we said 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So now we have to count our ones. So let's go back to them. We said 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. Our answer is 94. So, Kipsters, we could either have done what we just did, which is to count all the tens together first, and then our ones, or we could have done the same thing, but written out our number sentences like we did earlier. For this new problem, letter A, it says 47 plus 40. This time we don't have any drawings for us, so we can really choose any strategy that we want to solve this. But I'm thinking we can do what we've been already doing, which is combining our tens together. So if you need to draw your quick tens, so if you need to draw the number 47 and the number 40, you can go ahead and do that too, and you can pause the video at any time. But what we can also do is just write our number sentences out. I can see in the number 47, we have 4 groups of 10. 4 tens is the same as 40. And we have 4 tens here, or 40. So now we can add 40 plus 40, or 4 tens plus 4 tens. 4 tens plus 4 tens is 8 tens. And another way to say 8 tens is to say 80. And now we can't forget our little ones from the number 47. So we're going to add our number 80 plus 7. And what's 80 plus 7? 87. Our answer is 87. And I want you to solve the letter B by yourself and come back and check if you also got the same answer that I did. So you can pause the video at any time to solve this one. All right, Kipsters, I hope you pause the video and try to solve all by yourself. So for this problem, 57 plus 30, we can do the same thing again and combine our tens together. So I can say 5 tens or 50 plus 3 tens or 30. 5 tens plus 3 tens, 5 plus 3 is 8 tens, or another way to say 8 tens, once again, is 80. And now we still have to combine our ones that we had earlier. 80 plus 7 equals 87. Our answer, once again, is 87. For your extra ticket, you have 2 number sentences again. And remember, you can solve in any way that you want, that you think is easiest for you. So if you need to draw your quick tens, you can do that. Or if you just want to write the number sentences out to combine your tens, you can also do that. And don't forget to send your work to your teacher. I'll see you tomorrow, Kipsters.